Are you worried about how many healthy years you have left after turning 75? The truth is, what you do in the first hour after waking up might be silently determining your lifespan. Research shows that morning routines establish patterns that either strengthen or weaken your body's ability to fight aging. Some people in their late 70s still travel the world, enjoy their grandchildren, and live independently, while others struggle with daily tasks and declining health. The difference often comes down to 5 critical morning habits that separate those who thrive from those who decline. In this video, we'll reveal these 5 morning habits that scientists have linked directly to longevity. These aren't just theories, they're backed by decades of research following thousands of seniors into their 80s and 90s. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what changes to make tomorrow morning to potentially add years to your life. Stay with me until the end because habit number 4 is something almost everyone overlooks. Yet it could be silently damaging your body every single day. Once you understand these habits, you'll have a clear roadmap to living longer and staying independent well into your golden years. Habit 1. Your first drink of the day. What you choose to drink first thing in the morning might be the most important decision you make all day for your longevity. Studies have found that your body's hydration status after the night's sleep directly impacts cellular function, blood pressure, and even how your brain performs. Consider 2 women, Martha and Diane, both 77 years old. Martha starts every morning with a large glass of water before anything else. She adds a squeeze of lemon and drinks it while looking out her kitchen window. Her skin remains surprisingly supple, her digestion works well, and her mind stays sharp throughout the day. Diane, however, reaches straight for coffee first thing every morning. She's chronically slightly dehydrated, which research shows accelerates aging at the cellular level. What she doesn't realize is that her morning dehydration is causing her joints to ache more, her skin to look more wrinkled, and is even affecting her kidney function. Overnight, your body loses significant water through breathing and perspiration. When you don't rehydrate properly first thing in the morning, your blood thickens slightly, making your heart work harder. Over time, this additional strain adds up, potentially shortening your lifespan. The solution is simple. Place a glass of water by your bedside each night. Before you even get out of bed, drink it completely. This simple habit primes your metabolism, flushes toxins, and gives your brain the hydration it needs to function optimally. If you find plain water unappealing, try adding lemon, cucumber, or berries. The important thing is making hydration your very first priority each morning. Habit 2. How you move in the first 30 minutes. The second habit that dramatically impacts longevity is movement within the first half hour of waking. Researchers have discovered that how quickly you engage your muscles after waking significantly affects how well your body maintains strength and mobility as you age. Think about Robert and William, both 79 years old. Robert follows a simple 5-minute stretching routine immediately after getting out of bed. He gently moves each joint, reaches for the ceiling, and does a few careful bends. Nothing strenuous, just enough to wake up his muscles and circulation. William, on the other hand, sits at the edge of his bed for several minutes, then moves directly to his armchair, where he remains stationary for the first hour of his day. What he doesn't realize is that this pattern of extended morning inactivity is accelerating his muscle loss and decreasing his body's ability to regulate blood sugar. Studies show that morning movement doesn't need to be intense to be effective. Simple stretching, a short walk around your bedroom, or gentle yoga poses signal to your body that it's time to activate repair mechanisms that protect muscle tissue and joint function. The key is consistency. Even on days when you don't feel your best, some form of gentle movement within that first 30 minutes makes a tremendous difference in maintaining your independence and mobility as you age. Try this. Before reaching for your phone or turning on the television, take 5 minutes to stretch and move each part of your body. Notice how much better you feel throughout the day. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Habit 3. What you eat for breakfast. Your first meal of the day sets the stage for how your metabolism, inflammation levels, and even brain function will perform for the next 24 hours. Research has found that breakfast choices among people over 75 can predict their health outcomes with surprising accuracy. Consider Helen and Dorothy, both 76 years old. Helen starts her day with a breakfast rich in protein and fiber, perhaps eggs with vegetables, or Greek yogurt with berries and nuts. Her blood sugar remains stable throughout the morning, her energy levels stay consistent, and her brain remains sharp well into the afternoon. Dorothy often grabs something quick and convenient, a pastry, toast with jam, or sometimes just coffee. What she doesn't realize is that her high-carbohydrate, low-protein breakfast is creating blood sugar spikes that over time contribute to inflammation, cognitive decline, and accelerated aging. Scientists studying centenarians, people who live past 100, have consistently found that most eat protein-rich breakfasts. Protein is essential for maintaining muscle mass, which becomes increasingly important after 75. Once muscle begins to decline, it's much harder to rebuild. The ideal longevity breakfast includes at least 20-30 grams of protein, fiber from vegetables or berries, healthy fats that support brain health, limited refined carbohydrates that can spike blood sugar. If traditional breakfast foods don't appeal to you, don't worry about convention. A bowl of chicken soup or leftover dinner can be excellent morning choices if they contain these elements. The most important thing is breaking the overnight fast with foods that stabilize rather than spike your blood sugar and provide the building blocks your aging body needs to repair itself. Habit 4. Your morning light exposure. This might be the most overlooked factor in longevity, yet science shows it's one of the most powerful: exposure to natural morning light within the first hour of waking. Researchers have discovered that morning sunlight exposure doesn't just affect your mood, it fundamentally regulates your circadian rhythm, which controls thousands of biological processes, including hormone production, cellular repair, and even how well your body fights disease. Think about James and Edward, both 81 years old. James makes a point of sitting by his east-facing window each morning with his breakfast, allowing natural light to reach his eyes. On nice days, he takes a short walk outside before 9 a.m. His sleep is sound, his mood is stable, and his doctor is impressed by his health markers. Edward rarely considers light exposure. He wakes up, turns on the indoor lights, and stays inside most mornings. What he doesn't realize is that artificial light is a poor substitute for natural sunlight, and his body's internal clock is chronically confused. This disruption silently affects his sleep quality, immune function, and even his cognitive abilities. Studies with seniors show that those who get 10-30 minutes of morning sunlight have better sleep, stronger immune systems, improved vitamin D levels, and even reduced risk of depressional factors that contribute to living longer. You don't need bright sunshine even on cloudy days. Outdoor light is many times stronger than indoor lighting. The key is getting this exposure early in your day to properly set your body's internal clock. Try this. Tomorrow morning, take your coffee, water, or breakfast near a window where natural light can reach your eyes. Don't stare at the sun directly, just allow ambient light in. Notice how different you feel throughout the day. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Habit 5. Your morning mental practice. The final morning habit that strongly predicts longevity isn't physical, it's mental. Research shows that how you train your mind in the first hour after waking has profound effects on your stress hormones, inflammation levels, and even your brain's resilience against age-related decline. Consider Margaret and Barbara, both 83 years old. Margaret takes 10 minutes each morning to practice gratitude, meditation, or prayer. She focuses on positive expectations for her day and consciously chooses not to check disturbing news first thing in the morning. Her blood pressure remains controlled, her mood steady, and her cognitive abilities sharp. Barbara, however, immediately checks the news on her phone, often consuming troubling headlines before even getting out of bed. What she doesn't realize is that this habit triggers her stress response first thing in the morning, flooding her body with cortisol and adrenaline that accelerate aging processes at the cellular level. Scientists studying superagers, people who maintain sharp minds well into their 90s, have found that most practice some form of morning mental ritual. This isn't about complex meditation techniques. Even simple practices like listing 3 things you're grateful for, setting positive intentions for the day, or a few minutes of deep breathing can dramatically change your physiological state. When you start your day with stress, worry, or negative information, your body remains in a low-grade fight-or-flight state that damages cells, weakens immunity, and accelerates aging. A calm, positive morning mental practice does the opposite. It activates healing mechanisms and builds resilience. Try this tomorrow. Before checking any devices or turning on the news, take 5 minutes to focus on something positive, what you're looking forward to, what you appreciate, or simply your breath. This small adjustment could add years to your life by changing how your body responds to daily stressors. Final thoughts. Now that you understand these 5 critical morning habits, take a moment to reflect. How many are you currently practicing? Which ones could you easily incorporate starting tomorrow morning? The beauty of these habits is that they don't require expensive equipment, special skills, or hours of your time. Small, consistent actions: drinking water first thing, moving within 30 minutes of waking, eating a protein-rich breakfast, getting morning sunlight, and practicing positive mental habits can dramatically change your health trajectory after 75. Remember that longevity isn't just about living longer, it's about maintaining your independence, enjoying your relationships, and having the energy to pursue what matters to you. These morning habits help ensure that the years ahead are vibrant, not just plentiful. We'd love to hear from you in the comments. Which of these 5 habits will you start implementing tomorrow? Or do you already practice some of them and notice the benefits? Thank you for watching. If you found this information valuable, please like, subscribe, and share with someone you care about who's in their golden years. Your support helps us continue creating content that can truly make a difference in people's lives. Until next time, remember that how you start your morning might just determine how many mornings you have left.